Students, I hope you all people are very well and doing also very well, as exams are also about to commence in the next month. So with this hope that you're getting everything, I'm back here with a new chapter, next chapter, which is presented by obviously by me, Puri ma'am. And this is the next chapter, student. A house is not a home, which is written by Zan Guardioso. So, without wasting time, let me give you a briefing of the chapter. The chapter is all about a boy, a narrator. When Zan Guardioso was like, it was a bit, you can say, a bit elementary touch is there in the chapter when the narrator was very young and when he has just passed his class 8. So he was sent to some a new school. I mean, after passing his 8th class, so for his senior classes, for his ninth to 12th classes, he was sent to some new school. And you know what? Most maybe so maybe someone has must have changed the school. So you must be feeling uncomfortable at the beginning, but gradually you became friends of others, and you found the behavior of others good or something to something else. Some changes are there, but it took time to be adjusted with others. So, in the same manner, at the beginning, when the author was sent in a new school after completing his, class 8, so he found quite uncomfortable with his new school, and he was continuously missing his previous school. He used to visit his previous school all the time, and he was just missing his teachers, his friends, the atmosphere of his previous school and all that. But the people of the previous school was continuously making him understand, don't worry, it's a new school, but gradually it will be okay. You will become friends of others and the things will be okay. So in the same manner the life was going on, but he was not happy with the present life until he is having a good friendship or a good tone of friendship or atmosphere in the new school. Now later on he took us towards an incident that one day he was sitting at his home and he was doing his homework, and his mother was heating the furnace to make the room warm, and she was just putting more and more coals in the furnace, due to which it just by chance it happened, or maybe it's an accident, that the ceiling of the roof touched the flame, and due to which the entire house was caught in fire, due to which most of the things were almost burnt. He was having his beautiful cat also, a young cat, which was also lost in that fire. And the mother was also became quite nervous, and very much, what to do, what not to do. The things were okay, and but gradually he was just feeling very much sad, and he was just feeling very much, already he was in a new school, he was not happy with the new atmosphere, but now the house is also set in fire. He was homeless now, his cat was also missing, everything was missing everywhere to everywhere in his life. And at once he just thought that he would die, he won't live on this earth at all. That was his thinking. But gradually the things became okay, and his new school, to whom he considered that, when the entire school came to know about him, so the school also considered his problem, and they donated a lot of things, the foodings, the eatables, the things which are needed for him. The entire school contributed, and this made him feel happy. And then gradually his house was also rebuilt again. And moreover, what made him more happy, when a lady came to him, and just offered the cat of his cat, which he was searching from many days after that fire accident. So he found his cat again back, so everything became happy. So here ends up the chapter. So the story is all about the narrator, how his house was caught in fire, how he has school is changed, then later on how the things has rehabilitated, or it's all about that. So without wasting time, students, I have tried to given you a brief summary. I hope you would have understand. Now let's have in a detailed description of the chapter. So let's start. Chapter 8, A House is Not a Home. This story reflects the challenges of being a teenager. Reflects means shows the challenges that being a teenager and the problems of a growing up. Like whenever you have entered in a teenage, so what kind of problem you are having? Suddenly you became very much happy, and sometimes you became very much sad. The things are very small, the ऐसी चीज़ों पे भी बहुत ज़्यादा गुस्सा आ जाता है जिन पे नॉर्मली ज़्यादा गुस्सा नहीं आना चाहिए, ड्यू टू द हार्मोनल चेंजेस इन द बॉडी ड्यूरिंग टीन एज स्पेशली. और छोटी छोटी बातों पे आप बहुत ज़्यादा खुश भी हो जाते हैं, जबकि वो चीज़ें एक अगर आप मेच्योर एज में आ जाते हैं तो आप उतना फील नहीं करते हैं. तो बेसिकली जो नरेटर है वो इस समय टीन एज में है, एंड सो उसकी जो प्रॉब्लम्स है दैट इज एन अ ग्रोइंग अप प्रॉब्लम ओवर देयर. सो हाउ डज द ऑथर ओवरकम हिज प्रॉब्लम? ओवरकम मतलब होता है टू कम आउट या काबू पाना. अपनी प्रॉब्लम्स पे उसने कैसे डील किया, कैसे टैकल किया. द चैप्टर इज ऑल अबाउट दैट. सो लेट्स बिगिन. माई फर्स्ट ईयर ऑफ हाई स्कूल फेल्ट ऑकवर्ड. First year of high school means class 10th or 9th standard. After leaving junior high, at the head of my class. At the head means junior high. What is the highest class of the junior category? That is 8th class. So head of my class with all the seniority the upper grade levels could afford me. Means I was the head of my class. Means monitor you can say, or the head of my class, and I was very much senior. The upper grade levels also could afford me. Means it's obvious maybe his previous school is only up to 8th class only, so there the 8th class known to be the senior class, and not only this, he was the head of that school or that class also, so that made him to feel very much bad when he left that. Upper grade levels could afford me means that upper grade level where he is going to be, hardly these upper grade level will afford him that kind of a way of living as he was having in his previous school. Means he was just feeling insecure while changing his school. It felt strange starting over a freshman, and as a freshman, because he will be a new or stranger for the new school, so it was very strange for him to start as a new fellow in the school. The school was twice as big as my old school, and to make matters worse, my closest friends were sent to a different high school. I felt very isolated. Isolated means alone, as somebody have thrown me separately. Means with along me, my friends also went to some different schools. Means I was expecting them in my school or a same school, but दैट वॉज द वेरी वर्स्ट थिंग. एक तो नया स्कूल, ऊपर से जो मेरे फ्रेंड्स थे पुराने स्कूल के वो भी किसी दूसरे स्कूल में भेज दिए, दूसरे हाई स्कूल में दे वर सेंड इंस्टेड ऑफ मी. तो उससे मुझे और ज़्यादा आइसोलेटेड. जैसे ऐसा होता है ना, अगर आप एक नई स्कूल में आप एंटर करते हो और वहाँ पे आपको एटलीस्ट आपके पुराने स्कूल के कोई क्लासमेट्स मिल जाएं, तो एटलीस्ट कोई जाना पहचाना मिलता है, फैमिलियर फेस मिलता है, तो यू वोंट फील एज मच बैड. बट एक तो नया स्कूल, ऊपर से एक सिंगल फेस भी पहचाना हुआ नहीं है. So that made him things very much isolated. Fine. I missed my old teachers so much that I would go back and visit them. इतना ज़्यादा मैंने अपने teachers को miss किया that I always visited them back. I used to go back and visit them. They would encourage me to get involved in new school activities so that I could meet new people. And what the old school teachers were doing, they were encouraging me. They were giving me more hope. They were giving me more courage to go and participate in the new school, due to which you will make new friends, you will meet more people, so this will make you happy there, you will involve in activities. So that told me that in time I would adjust and probably end up loving my new school more than I had my old one, and in this way maybe he will start loving his new school comparatively the old one. So they made me promise that when that happened, means when he will start learning his new school, so I would still come by and visit them from time to time. I understood the psychology in what way they were saying. I mean, what kind of psychology it is, means what kind of mental satisfaction they want to give me, that I have understand very well. मतलब वो अपने इस तरह के कहने से कि तुम हमें भूल मत जाना जब हम दोबारा इस स्कूल में आएंगे, या जब तुम्हें नया स्कूल अच्छा लगने लगेगा या पसंद आने लगेगा, तो हमें मत भूल जाना. मतलब इस इसके कहने के पीछे उनकी क्या साइकोलॉजी थी, उनका क्या वे ऑफ थिंकिंग था, या उनका क्या मेंटल अटेंशन था कि मुझे अपना नया स्कूल अच्छा लगने लगे. इट्स लाइक दैट. आई अंडरस्टूड, मुझे समझ आ गया कि उनका क्या साइकोलॉजी था इन दैट. वो क्या मेंटली समझ रहे थे और बैलेंस करना चाह रहे थे, मुझे मेंटली सपोर्ट करना चाह रहे थे कि दैट दे वर सेइंग, वो इसलिए ऐसे कह रहे थे. बट आई टुक सम कंफर्ट इन इट नॉनथलेस. लेकिन फिर भी नॉनथलेस मीन्स फिर भी मुझे उनकी बातों में कुछ कंफर्ट लगा कि मे बी क्या पता मुझे अपना नया स्कूल पसंद आने लगे. Over and overall, the first two para is almost leaving in the new school and adjusting in the new school. Now he is telling about the incident which I have discussed you while telling you the summary. One Sunday afternoon, not long after I had started high school. Not long after I had started high school. So means ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं हुआ था when I just entered in a high school. I was sitting at home at our dining room table doing homework, and I was sitting on dining room table and I was doing my homework, and it was cold and windy fall day, means entire day it was very much cold and windy. So we had a fire going in our fireplace, और obviously it happens जब बहुत ज़्यादा ठंड होती है तो हम भी आग जला के उसमें आग सेकते हैं ताकि, और फायर प्लेस होता है अगर रूम के अंदर तो रूम को वार्म करने के लिए हम ये सब भी करते हैं. एज यूजल माई रेड टैबी कैट, और हमेशा की तरह मेरी जो रेड टैबी मतलब मोटी सी बहुत फर वाली, यहाँ पे टैबी में से टॉकेटिव के लिए भी बोलते हैं, जो बहुत ज़्यादा बातें करती हैं लेडीज, उनको भी टैबी बुलाते हैं, बट यहाँ पे कैट के लिए यूज़ किया. फर कैट, यू नो, वेरी हैवी कैट वॉज लाइंग ऑन द टॉप ऑफ माई पेपर्स. और जब कभी भी वो होमवर्क करता था तो उसकी कैट की आदत होती थी कि वो उसके पेपर्स के आसपास घूमती थी, परिंग लाउडली, और अपनी पूंछ को या अपने जो भी उसके फार्स होते थे उनको पर करती थी, शेक करती थी. एंड ओकेजनली स्वेटिंग एट माई पेन एंड जस्ट टचिंग माई पेन ऑल्सो विथ हर पॉज और विथ हर टेल और समथिंग लाइक दैट फॉर एंटरटेनमेंट से, अपने मजे करने के लिए या मुझे अच्छा फील कराने के लिए. मीन्स इट्स हर हैबिट, वेन एवर आई वॉज डूइंग माई होमवर्क शी यूज टू कम एंड डू माई एंटरटेनमेंट, एंड शी हरसेल्फ वॉज एंटरटेन्ड इन दैट वे. ओके, सो दैट वॉज द सीन बिफोर द एक्सीडेंट. So she was never far from me. She means the cat. वो कभी मुझसे दूर नहीं रहती थी. I had rescued मतलब होता है जान बचाना. Saved her. I had saved her when she was a kitten. Kitten means small cat. जब वो बहुत छोटी सी थी तो मैंने उसको बचाया था. And somehow she knew that I was one responsible for giving her a good life. And somehow कैसे भी करके वो ये सोचती थी कि due to me only she is alive today and she is leading a good life due to me only. That's why she is in a very touch or in a loving mode with me usually. Fine. Afterwards my mother kept stoking the fire मतलब आग को और बढ़ाना, to keep the house nice and warm. So my mother is doing this job. Suddenly I smelled something strange and then I noticed it. And what was it? He has noticed? Smoke pouring in through the seams of the ceiling. Means जो छत थी उसके जो स्मोक थी उसमें से नीचे आ रही थी. मीन्स दैट जो फायर प्लेस से स्मोक ऊपर जा रही थी, एंड ड्यू टू विच द फायर इज स्प्रेडिंग और स्टार्टेड स्प्रेडिंग फ्रॉम द सीलिंग. जो फ्लेम्स है फायर के, वहाँ से जो है फायर जो है वो स्प्रेड होने लगी थी, या फिर आप फ्लेम कह सकते हो. द फ्लेम ऑफ फायर इज स्प्रेडिंग आउट सीम्स ऑफ द सीलिंग, जो उसके कॉर्नर्स थे सीलिंग के, वहाँ से स्मोकिंग निकल रही थी. इट मीन्स कि समथिंग हैज़ बीन बर्न्ड, और या फिर आग जलने की कुछ जलता है तो उसकी बदबू आना या धुआं आना सीलिंग से, तो उसको सीलिंग के कॉर्नर से उसको कुछ स्मोकिंग सा दिख रहा था, जो कि पॉरिंग मतलब नीचे उतर रहा था. स्मोक इज फैलिंग डाउन. The smoke began to fill the room so quickly that we could barely see. और smoke इतनी जल्दी नीचे आ रहा था कि हम कुछ भी नहीं देख पा रहे थे. Like barely means hardly we could see anything else. So it's 14 हो गए minutes. It's a time to say goodbye because already we have exceeded the time. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. बाकी का कल continue करते हैं. Bye bye everyone.